Here's something that's interesting to me. I would like to ask this question to John Lynch at the combine in a month, but they're so focused on improving, their pass rush and their wide receivers. They need to get more speed. But the 49ers have a run first system. I think it's pretty obvious that if you can shut down Kyle Shanahan's run game, you shut down his offense because his passing game is mostly a play action passing game that works in conjunction with the run game. And if there is no threat of a run, then you can keep two deep safeties and shut all that down like that, like the Seahawks do. And there's no play action openings over the middle. Then Kyle has to go to his drop back passing game, which is just awful. I mean, it's pure progression 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It leads to a guy standing still trying to get from one side of the field to the other and getting sacked and interceptions. And it's all bad, his passing game. His running game is good. His play action game is great because it looks just like his running game. So for him to have a successful offense, the running game needs to be good. So my question to John, to Kyle, to the 49ers is, how are you going to improve your running game? How are you going to do it? Let me get some stats for you. Last year, the 49ers averaged 3.8 yards per carry. That was 30th out of 32 teams. They were abysmal running the ball. And they're not going to change their running back. We know that. Christian's coming back. So if you're not going to swap out the running back, what are you going to do? How are you going to tell me, why should I expect 4 yards a carry next year? I mean, league average is like 4.5. How are you going to get to league average? What are they going to do? Are they going to do anything? Are they going to add another running back? I mean, Brian Robinson Jr. is gone. You don't like Isaac Guerrero. What do you think of Jordan James? Are you going to get someone else? Will Jed even let you? I mean, you have the highest paid running back in the league. Will they let you make further investments in the running back position, or do they feel like we're already spending enough? We've already dedicated enough of our salary cap to that highly volatile position where injuries are so prevalent. Like, maybe try Jordan James. I mean, you could give Jordan James a shot. He has 6 carries that you can look from. I like him. Kind of reminds me of Blake Corum, but what if he's not it? Then you're going to have another year of no run game. And I mean, what if Christian gets hurt and he can't give you those 3.5 yards a carry? Then what are you going to do? Just not even run the ball at all? Get Brock hurt? I mean, I would imagine they're going to add something to the offensive line, and maybe adding some speed at wide receiver opens things up and creates some space. But if they don't do something here, they're in trouble. And I think that it's not enough to just improve the offensive line and add wide receivers. They have to be honest that it's a running back issue too. And while I'm not saying like trade Christian McCaffrey, I'm not saying don't trade Christian McCaffrey, because, what would Bill Walsh do? Shouldn't that be a question that the Niners ask themselves every day? What would Bill Walsh do? What would George Seifert do? What would Eddie DeBartolo do? And the answer with Christian McCaffrey is trade his ass. I mean, nothing personal, but they trade him. That's what they would do. So but the Niners won't, because it's the Yorks, and they're going to hold on to Kyle Shanahan for 80 years if they have to. But short of trading Christian, what's the best way to use him? Or I mean, if you bring in another really good running back, what's cool about Christian is you could have him on the field at the same time. Now, God forbid you'd have to take the fullback off the field. But like, if the Niners had prime Raheem Mostert, they could have Mostert and Christian on the field at the same time, or they could split carries, split drives, and they'd just be a way better team, because Christian is a lot of things. Fast isn't really one of them anymore. He's not getting to the edge. It'd be nice to pair him with someone who could and catch passes. Although he doesn't have to, man, because Christian's your third down back. You just need a change of pace back who's nothing like Brian Robinson. In retrospect, that was a horrendous addition, knowing what Christian McCaffrey is now, which is, as a running back, a guy who's really better suited between the tackles and outside the tackles. So the Niners only have so many draft picks. I'd like to see them use one of their important ones on a running back. Although this is why it's so hurtful to your team to not play rookies at all. They still need a running back. And it's like, all right, so should we draft one in round 1 or round 2 or round 3 or round 4 or round 5? I don't know, man. If you knew how good Jordan James was or had an idea, then that could inform your decision of where to take a running back. But you don't know how good Jordan James is because you didn't play him until the very, very, very end of the season. You got 6 carries and they look good. But I mean, are you not going to take a running back because you gave Jordan James 6 carries and he averaged 4.5 yards a carry? I mean, you gave Isaac Guerrero like 80 carries as a rookie, and then he came in his second year and you hated him. You're like, forget everything we ever thought we liked about you. You're dead to us. Get off the field, Isaac. This is so important. I mean, obviously they got to bring in Jim Schwartz, and when they're really good, they have a great defense. But in addition, when they're really good, they have a great running game, and they haven't had a good running game in 2 years. What are they going to do? New left guard, new center, that would be great. But you got to bring in Roger Craig's making the push to get in the Hall of Fame. Christian McCaffrey might get in the Hall of Fame one day. He's had a lot of injuries and he doesn't have necessarily the counting numbers to get there. But what was I saying? I just started losing my train of thought mid sentence these days. Roger Craig. Da-da-da. Oh well, it'll come back to me. It doesn't matter. What was I talking about? Oh, okay. Roger Craig, great running back, one of the greatest running backs in franchise history. They didn't hold on to him into his mid-30s sentimentally. They got rid of him, and they got Ricky Waters. The Niners need to be looking for their Ricky Waters. Whoever, edit out that part where I forgot what I was talking about. No, I'd do that myself. They need to look for Ricky Waters. Your Roger Craig is getting a little old. Where's the next one? And the cool thing about Ricky Waters is he had a very similar skill set. He played receiver and running back at Notre Dame. Very good receiver out of the backfield for the Niners. He's a hell of a player. Then he went to Philly. Then he went to Seattle. Hell of a player. Niners need to go find their Ricky Waters. Stop being so sentimental with your players. Oh, this guy needs to end his career on the 49ers. No, the hell he doesn't. Not if Eddie D and George Seifert were running things. M. Rauda says, Grant, they need to get Jim Schwartz. No excuses. Kyle gets too much in his head in big games, not crapping on him because before him, Niners were a joke. I agree. All day, every day. Kim says, for people who don't understand what I was saying, I think Brock has been handed everything and now times are tough. There's excuses for him. Well, there won't be many more excuses for him if he keeps not winning the Super Bowl, making all this money.